I'm speaking from my own experiences and my own like what my personal life experiences, what I felt and what I healed and what I had been educated and through different kinds of organizations and all the things. So if you are seeing the screen, the mental health essential for each and every human being. The root causes are maybe different person to person human being. There are different challenges, different weaknesses, different kind of attitudes, different kind of emotions, and all the things can be caused. But while going into the deep understandings and all the things, let us make clear how you are expecting and what kind of reasons will be there for the mental health issues. Let us have some kind of interaction session, like interaction between the audience and me. Let us understand why the human being was experiencing mental health issues. Can anyone be answered in the chat, or you can mute yourself while speaking after that? Hello. Can anyone speak, please?
It may
Sir.
be genetical reason or it may be a social reason, sir.
True. So that's what I was expecting the answer from the chat, or some kind of anything else. Understanding situation, suppression, thought process.
It may be biological, like hormonal disturbances or
Yeah,
uh,
hormonal
accident,
cells like genetic.
traumas.
Yeah, work stress. Work stress is a part of professional life and in the part of life lifestyles. So these are all comes like professional how we are living and all the things. Let us go for the next slide. So these are the main few causes like biological factors, psychological factors, environmental factors, culture and social culture and influences of what we are living. So these are the main reasons and all the things. Let us understand one by one, one by one. So as you someone said, genetic reasons. Genetics reasons will be considered as in a biological factors, whereas we think of that some kind of genetics like DNA structures and all the things are the reasons, may one kind of, but these are also changes the chemical imbalance of a brain and a mind. So how we'll think of that? Let us understand our brain or mind. A simple question it's here. If you are able to see the screen,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
so let us give us being in a psychological also, not maybe those who are participation from the audience, I don't know, but apart from the psychologist or non-psychologist, let us understand a deep science, whether it is the brain or the mind,
Sir,
whether
brain is a physical form and mind is a absolute that feeling or
Emotional form.
yes, or say brain is hardware, mind is software.
exactly true. So brain and the mind both are different. Let us understanding same what you said, that brain is like a computer. When you are comparing with the computer and all the things, brain works like a hardware, whereas mind works like a software. But the brain doesn't have any metaphor qualities and all the things, but the software has then a metaphor qualities. Metaphor is nothing but like changing just situations time to time, like a thoughts. So let us go into the deep. Like brain is nothing but the neuron process of information, like transforming the data of a computer from one situations to one. In the neurons, the synapses between they. So according to the neuroscience and neuroplasticity, the electrical signals will be passes when neurons fire together and wire together, makes any circuits and all the things. When it is a few neurons will coincident like an accident in the brain itself, in the body, human body, the data of the signals and all the things, it will transforms. The electromagnetic energy will be released while these two kind of neurons fire together and wire together according to the neuroscience and neuroplasticity. This is what exactly happening. The same time, when the new type of new two neurons fire together and wire together, the thought will be generated. The electrical signal of a more than 100 billions of uh, energy, it is released in our brain. This is the main thing, main reason, understanding uh, which can be transformed as a mind. The thoughts will be factors, thoughts will be generated in our mind. It's like your mind will act like a factory which has been manufacturing the thoughts day by day on of average of like statistical scientific research of on of average like from childhood to 100 years plus, with irrespective of gender and all the things, on of average like 60,000 to 90,000 thoughts per day. So these are the thoughts we are struggling to how to control such kind of huge number of thoughts for every human being and all the things. So once you understand these the differentiation between the brain and the mind, it will help us. Most of the people doesn't understand the differentiation between the brain and the mind, but most of the people thinks that uh, not from the psychological background, apart from the psychology, without like having a psychological background, the people will think that the mind and the brain as both act one. But it is the thing we need to deep understands. Both are different and both functions are different. When you go for the deep into the brain, the genetics and epigenetics are the reasons are changing our mental attitudes and all the things. These are the general factors and all the things. Genetics reasons are like understanding and expression, anxiety, stress, and all the things. Whereas genetics has a general like structure of a DNA. You can see the screen, whereas epigenetics will changes the influence of a genetics, and it will changes like epigenetics and all the things, like following our regular practices of a human life from childhood and all the things, like stress management, diet, type of lifestyles and all the things, regular what we follow in our daily life, day to daily life, from awakened stage to deep stage, the functions of a human body in day to day life. So these are the chemical imbalances are going on in the brain. The epigenetics will changes have a epigenetic structures and all things. These kind of mental health issues are manufactured in the mind and through the form of brain. So these are the main things and all the things. Let us go and deep understandings how the case studies and all the things. Here it is in a role of inherent traits and enrollment in peace. So this is the quote where has been Bruce Lee Lipton has a very research, and even he worked different kind of a faculty of a medical college and all the things. He quit his profession and all the things. He understood more than like I think so 50s, 60s, 1950s and 1940s and 1950s, I think so. He quit his profession while teaching in the medical colleges and all the things. From his understandings and all the things of the main part of functioning of a brain, and these kind of researchers, case studies and all the things done by him on the stem cells himself, stem cells and all the things. For here, research and all the things, uh, like how the genetics and how epigenetics uh, changes the environment of a human being life and what he can do and what he can heal himself, any kind of diseases and all the things. These are the inputs uh, by the Bruce Lee Lipton and all the things you can understand. There are a lot of case studies and all the things by him, and there are some other scientists also. I'll relieve the names and all things further continuation and all the things. There are more strategies and all the things, psychological researches and all the things by acting brain, mind, and spirit perception. There are different kinds of issues will be there. Let us understanding from my own point of understanding case study as an a one of my where I was given a counseling last 3 to 4 years back. Uh, Her name was Harika. When I was went for the spiritual kind of uh, what I can say, it's in a residential training session uh, in the Quantum Life University in the Vikarabad. Her name was Harika, and she wanted to. She fixed her marriage, and she came with her grandfather and all the things. Uh, from her childhood, she has thinking that my parents are not good enough giving the facilities for me having a cultivating of a fruitful life. She was thinking like negative each and everything from her childhood. After like once she completed her graduation in the BTech and all the things, with the help of her grandfather, she came to uh, that training program of a spiritual soul transformation program, that was that function uh, program in the Quantum Life University. But observation of me, like interacting with her for some kind of reasons and all the things, uh, all the people are like discouraging her, where we are in an association of more than 5 to 600 people in that program we are present. Her grandfather was relieved her personal in stories and all the things. Some kind of she is going to marry at the age of like 20 to 21 and all the things. But apart from that, the reason she was like uh, disclosing her personals in the common unknown stranger society, she was again feeling the same kind of stress related handling in her home, and after coming of that kind of program and all the things, one day on the it was a long residential back program of a 10 days uh, continuation program, residential. On the seventh day, eighth day, I met her and I understood her internal problems and all the things. I given a lot, like a couple of 2 hours of discussion, which has happened, individual discussion, which has happened for her and myself. While understood her mindset and all the things, I disclosed some kind of genetic reasons and all the things from the spiritual background and all the things. I let her understand, and I had shifted her mindset for the positive direction in terms of thinking her negative direction and all the things. What's kind of such beliefs in her mind, like law of attraction or such kind of NLP techniques and all the things, some kind of things I have guided her to change her mindset. With the next couple of 2 hours discussion, entire next day, on the ninth day, she has completely changed her attitude and all the things what she was believing in her mind, it was vanished and came to, she was happy. Uh, I guided her such a way uh, from her case studies, what she was felt in her childhood and all the things. I diverted her mind for the positive direction. That was one thing. I understood the deep sense of understanding the genetic reasons and all the things, like a deep conversation between her and myself. Uh, Such kind of strategies I was disclosed her within the 2 3 hours, and the next 2 days I was also there, and I simply disclosed her, uh, whatever the things you want to do, you can do it. The entire another just only couple of days from that day, what we have, I have transformed her. Another 2 3 months, even before to coming to that kind of program, she was already engaged. The marriage date also fixed. Another 2 to 3 months. I disclosed that where you are going to your in-laws house and all the things. Think of that mother-in-law was her mother, and they are inviting you to become have a fruitful life as you decide, as your parents are not thinking in a different direction and all the things. After your marriage, you are going to have a fruitful, and you are having a beautiful understanding mindset of a partner and all the things. Such kind of things I have told her. Exactly after 1 year, the second level of workshop, second level, like this soul transformation coach program was 2 years program. Again, I visited, and I again she was visited along with her husband. First time she has visited with her grandfather, and the second time she has visited both her of her grandfathers like Amama Tataya and with her husband. They are very beautiful and all the things like they transform. She has transformed entire her life as she visualized and all the things what she was not believing earlier before her marriage, and after marriage completely transformation it is happened. There's such a time case study it is there. Like there are a lot of case studies and all the things. This is one case study I understood and all the things. And there is another case study uh, during the COVID. One of my colleague, and his name was Ajit. Uh, Please be confidential. These names I was disclosing and all the things. Don't use such kind of original names. I want to explain the genetic reasons and all the things, how the things it will works. And the second case study was the name Ajit Kumar. He was around 75 to 80 years. He was my colleague last 10 to 12 years back in allied security and all the things. So he was a trainer of a some kind of different like safe and safety and all the things. During the COVID situation, one day I was like quitting my professional life and started these kind of trainings and all the things from 2020. Then I had an interaction how the things are going on his life on the COVID situation, first COVID situation. It was good, and due to the period of first COVID and second COVID, one day I interacted him what kind of how the things are going to have. Having a fruitful of chit chat, I called him. But in that situation, he disclosed his personal reasons and all the things. He had a problem that uh, the thing like he was like getting a fever, like holding for 3 months on a random basis, 3 to 4 months, and each and every on of a random days, like 3 days or 4 days, and the evening every day randomly he was getting a fever, and he has spent being in a COVID situation 80,000 to 1 lakh for the medical diagnosis and all the things, and he was not positive kind of COVID, and he was negative from the COVID situation, all kind of all the medical diagnosis, or it was got on a positive direction, nothing it is there in the medical related and all the things. Like from his story also and all the things, having a 3 4 hours of discussion and all the things, then I understood some kind of uh, hormonal balance or changes there in his after retirement and all the things, superannuation qualities and all the things. Then I given some kind of EFT technique on the WhatsApp video call and all the things. Some kind of techniques like quantum healing techniques I was given to him, like expressing the gratitude and all the things, forgiveness and all the things. These are kind of journals I requested to him maintain and all the things to come down his mental condition and all the things. Such a different kind of meditation, EFT technique, quantum healing strategies I has given to him. Through that, the practicing of these kind of tools and techniques for month, he was got out of thing. And one more thing, he was struggling from the financial crisis also during that period. Even like I helped him as an HR manager. I know the statutory reasons and all the things. I helped him during the teachers during the COVID. Lot of school teachers, colleges teachers, and a lot of jobs are already we are aware of vanish. Her her wife was also quit from her what can I say professional as a teacher, and I helped her. Uh, Withdrawing her PF and all the things. That was also helped him maintaining his financial strategies and all the things. And that was the beautiful thing which has happened from these two kind of case studies and all the things which I was handled, shared strategies and solved their problems and all the things. I understood deep and deep depth. From that situation, I was like getting more into the more books of Bruce Lee Limpton, what he has researched, and Deepak Chopra's. These are the books what I and I understood some kind of genetics reasons, and apart from how the epigenetics has been transformed, how the cellular biology and all the things I understood. Each and every day to day life, I was researching these kind of experiments, what and listening to these kind of lectures by these kind of legendaries and all the things. I was also recommend to as a psychologist to understanding deep and depth. If you have a huge counseling sessions and all the things, I recommend these kind of books. These are the pioneer level of research which is happened by them, and these are the outful, beautiful, fruitful kind of books they have written. Not only these, there are a lot of things. And I read these kind of two things: the belief of biology and all the things, the quantum body and the quantum healing and honeymoon effect. And I want to craft different kind of workshops for the healing premarital and postmarital in future and all things also. Next level, I will also help another bonus author of a Joe Dispenza and all the things, and where has a scientific, spiritual combination of neuroscience and epigenetics, and these are the three main books which has been wrote. I recommend to read to get as a specialization understanding genetics and epigenetics for the mental health issues and all the things, becoming a supernatural, the art of placebo effect, and the breaking habits of yourself, being yourself. These are the three books written by Joe Dispenza and all the things. Understanding the spirituality background also, as in a counselor, we need to have a different kind of clients will be uh, addressing spirituality also is very very important for enhancing our individual personal life also, to understanding getting day to day life is very beautiful to upgrading our knowledge in times of genetics and genetics. Now coming to the conclusion, these are the main structure. As we discussed, brain is hardware and mind is the software. These are the things which can be done, and I'm not going to deep on the screen what is visible. If required, I can also share these PPT and all the things for the review and all the things. Let us understand the power of analogy like a vital role of a human being life, changing the software, changing the mindset, changing experiences and the behavior, like the brain injury effects and all the things. These are the most thing, and practicing like meditation, learning therapies and all the things, like upgrading softwares like a human mind. These are the main things we can do and regularly practice this kind of analogy, which helps us. Like realizing where we have struck in kind of counseling or a kind of self upgrading ourselves, we need to understand where we have exactly struck in the mind or in the brain, exactly what kind of beliefs we are uh, handling from our traumas, what kind of personal experiences these we need to understand. Once you understand that, like a software, what kind of problem it is there, and for example, if it is struck with such kind of antivirus, we can find the antivirus and we can rewire, we can change our belief system and all the things. We can reprogram what kind of fears, what kind of lacking, what kind of stress it is there. Like fear, once you gain from fear, you can reprogram your confidence levels. Where you have luck, you can program, you can have a beautiful abundance life. Once you reprogram kind of stress, you get peace. These are kind of upgrading what kind of programs and all the things. These are things will be understand like affirmations, visualization, journals, as I discussed, gratitude journal, forgiveness journal, self-learning journals. I recommend to maintain, and these are the things which will works like an antivirus for upgrading ourselves, and we can also recommend for our clients. And the next level, uh, maintenance of matter, like what kind of maintaining mental hygienic and all the things, what I discussed and all the things. Growth becoming a daily choices, the patterns, the skills, learning of installation, new kind of strategies and all the things. These are the things will increases and changing our subconscious mind benefits and all the things will be help us to grow and help us to transform our individual life and help us to transform the our clients' lives also. Start living the consciousness. You have to practice the consciousness also. They will be there, and I'm going to stop deep understanding these kind of things, 5 strategies and all the things, upgrading ourselves and helping our clients and all the things from part of genetics and all the things. Now I'm going to deep understand. These are all things about the mind, sorry, brain. And now we are going to iceberg principle and all the things for understanding self things of like conscious mind is 10 percentage apart from when I was comparing with the iceberg principle, and subconscious mind was 90%. These are the two things and two different minds and two interdependent and totally different, and they are interdependent on conscious mind and subconscious mind. And whereas conscious mind it was works like a gardener, and whereas a subconscious mind works like a fertile land. And whereas in a gardener gardens as in a seeds or a plants, small plants, these are the things, the thoughts, words, feelings, actions, a belief system or the thoughts in our subconscious mind, where we are sowing into our subconscious mind. And there are the different levels of a mind as per the Sigmund Freud. Uh, the researchers from the pathopsychology, what he has done, and he developed like ego and superego. Like he names conscious mind, subconscious mind, and sometimes preconscious mind and unconscious mind. He is only the person who talks about unconscious related as of now. But there are most of the people who doesn't uh, deeply doesn't talks and doesn't understand exactly unconscious. And from my own experiences, what I felt from some spiritual background, uh, from the genetics and epigenetics, understand there is a level of supreme consciousness and a cosmic consciousness uh, beyond these three categories of uh, mind levels. I understood there are 5 categories of minds. One is conscious, subconscious, supreme conscious, and cosmic conscious. When you understand these kind of thoughts, these kind of seeds inject into the subconscious mind, through the conscious mind, into the subconscious mind, unconscious, and all the things. This is the arrow mark showing here, like there is a different between understanding. There is a line called red color line for understanding. I was showing in a PPT and all the things. It works, and it was very thin for understanding. I bolted it was very thin, bold, but it will be like very thin, even like uh, onion peel, 1 lakh percentage of the onion peel. There is a line between the conscious mind and subconscious mind. Once you, the belief system or the thoughts, words, images, what you visualize, what you feel, what kind of actions you do in your regular practices and all the things, it has to dig a deep into the subconscious mind. One day it will be having a fruitful tree or a fruitful of what kind of thoughts you sow into your subconscious mind, and it has to be enter into the unconscious mind also. These kind of levels you need to understand. Then you will get having a fruitful different kind of uh, positive results in our life. And next level, from my point of experiences, what I read, kind of things and all the things. Now I am telling from the point of perception, I having experiences and all the things, personal experiences, as the conscious mind is 9% only, and the subconscious mind was the 45%, and the unconscious mind was like 45%, and supreme conscious mind was 1%, and the cosmic conscious was exactly 100%. This is what the oneness of the spirituality, entire hidden universe within us. This was the entire the thing that can be called as a combination of all, as in 100% of the mind, where has mind was unlimited and all things. These are the things we need to deeply dig at understanding each and every movement of conscious and subconscious and conscious and cosmic level. These are all comes like combination of cosmic consciousness, being in a conscious each and every movement and understanding the principles of a quantum consciousness is from the philosophical background and all the things, but from the scientific background and all the things also, understanding electron, proton, how the things quantum consciousness affects our human life. These are the things we need to understand. Uh, for the next level, the patterns now coming, these are the depth you can study, you can understand by what I recommended earlier books and all the things you can understand. Uh, Coming to both, if you're understanding two levels of mind exactly, the conscious mind and subconscious mind, how the belief systems, the patterns are in the subconscious mind, it will be transforms from level to one to one. Let us disclose these are like belief system in the subconscious mind. The we can manifest it as the factory of a thoughts generation, as I earlier uh, described. Thoughts can be transformed as in a self-talk or what I was speaking daily life. These are the words. What kind of words we are using, and these are the second level of thought, like level of transforming a thought into a words. Again, words will becomes as in a feelings, feelings becomes images, images becomes responses, responses becomes actions, actions becomes results, results becomes again belief system. These belief system will helps us by taking decisions in our personal life, uh, and again these decisions will again remanufacture, retrans, and as any new thoughts. This is the entire circle which is happening in our mind, between the conscious mind, subconscious mind, all the complete mind, it will happen. Once you change your belief system programming in your subconscious mind, you have a different kind of techniques you have to practice, affirmations, visualization, meditation practices and all the things. Apart from like understanding deep and deep sense like neuroplasticity and neuro things need to understand. uh, are you able to get what I am trying to explain and all the things? Even I am not seeing the I'm giving a break hit here. Let us understand. Are you getting what I am speaking?
Yes, sir.
Please
Yes, sir.
confirm from the audience. I think so. From last some time I was go through only, but I was not interacting with the people. Whether you people are able to flow my language or understanding my language, have you understood the two personal transformation strategies? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for your responses in the chat. Thanks. I was continuing this. Yeah. Now we are going to again see. This is again a personal information. This is the slide where you are seeing. This is the picture. The transformation of belief system. It was created by me from my childhood experiences and all the things. I understood apart from neuroplasticity and neuroscience, what I read books and all the things from the spiritual background. Okay, now the perception world, the perception of the world is shaping the beliefs. What beliefs, attitudes, and these attitudes will change us into actions. Actions gives the results. Once you understand reprogramming of your beliefs and the ideas holding in your mind, in the subconscious mind, you can entirely reprogram yourself and you can get the results and reprogram, retransform, or reheal and giving a counselings for your clients. Sometimes we doesn't understand from a client perception. The things are nothing will be there, but we don't understand why the clients are facing such kind of different what can I say problems. Once you understand from the point of neuroscience and neuroplasticity, understanding the genetic reasons, epigenetic reasons, belief systems, the clients holding in their mind and their brain, you can give the right direction for the people, right direction for your clients, and the right direction of a transformation for ourselves also. These are the things can be done, and we need to have a deep understanding about the quantum physics also. Let us maybe you are aware about the double slit experiment. Can anybody? You can chat on the about. I am asking about the double slit experiment. You having any idea about the double slit experiment? Have you heard about what exactly is the double slit experiment?
Yes, sir.
No. Krishnavini ma'am is telling. Somebody has told that yes. I would like to have a more responses in the chat. May I know who the person is told the knows the double slit experiment?
Yes, this is Lakshmi.
Hello.
Yes,
Lakshmi.
sir. Yes.
Yeah. So I was going
And atom
through.
is. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Tell me. Sorry for
two
disturbing you.
atoms are. Yes, when two atoms are being observed, it is it circulates in the sphere. If something is observed, it feels. If something is observed, it converts into the energy.
Okay.
when nobody observes, or in a normal span, it circulates within the sphere.
Yes, yes. Exactly, you are on the same path line about the double split experiment. Those who doesn't understand what exactly doesn't know about the double split experiment and all the things. Let me explain that, and they will understand this quantum consciousness and quantum energy and quantum healing through these kind of uh, what I could say double split experiment. You can also, when you get free time, you can also uh, see some kind of videos related to double split experiments and all the things. Before to that, I was explaining as much as I will try to explain as much as short. We all know that we came from our science background in our childhood and all the things. We heard about the electron, proton, neurons and all the things. When the scientists and all the things, understanding and the deep science, understanding about the even Albert Einstein, about the entire the cosmic energy and all the things, about the researching his reproduction and scientific innovations about the theory of everything from the Albert Einstein, and there are more scientists there, those who are experimenting on quantum physics and all the things. At that time, the deep observation of an electron, proton, and neuron, they have taken a white paper, some kind of white plastic related and all the things. They had drawn a two lines between that, and they have passed electron, neuron, and all the things like a torch light was passing, a light was passing between these paper and all the things, like few lines between that, which a light can go ahead, pass from these two lines and has a transformation and observation effect on some other kind of slide. The scientists observe that when somebody is observing, like somebody, the human or the cameras or the other electron, maybe the electron or proton, observing these kind of light is transforming on the second slide through these two lines. There is a differentiation between the passing light. When the observer is observing, it has a different kind of directions acting like a wave function. And when there is no one is observing, it has a function of different direction, not in the form of wave. Single proton acts as a two different kind of things from the light, transformation of it like a torch light, and passing through these two slides between these two lines and displaying on third. These, once you understand why these two differentiation it is happened, you will understand the consciousness. You will understand the quantum particle quark and qubits transformation into the consciousness of two having a duality of an electron and proton. Why they are acting into two different types. These things you will understand when you go through deeply about the double split experiments. From that experiment, entire the quantum physics has been changed. From the point of quantum theories has been re-innovation, it is happened. It was happened like more than 100 years and all the things. Let us understand these kind of things also helps us on experiencing the quantum consciousness. Some kind of physics background, they will understand very easy. go through some kind of videos or some kind of articles related to the double slit experiment also will help us. Okay. Now I'm going to the second level, like conscious mind and a subconscious mind. Conscious mind have a creative mind. We can say that conscious mind have a creative sense, whereas subconscious mind have a habitual minds. So this is the slide. This is a picture where I took from the Bruce Lee's uh, explanation, one of the seminar by what I have attended his on the YouTube. This is the picture where I got from his research background and all the things. For understanding for us, we are all aware about the conscious and subconscious in the psychological background, but dig and dig understanding the subconscious pattern, conscious patterns and subconscious patterns is very, very transformative for us. And it helps our clients also. Let us give another two examples. Understanding the patterns of a subconscious mind. In our childhood, whether we had an experience of learning the bicycles, first day we how hold the handle, how we pedal, start pedaling, and how we climb on the seat of a bicycle. After a month or a couple of months, we don't practice and we don't struggle handling these kind of things, handling handle or pedaling or balancing the on the two wheels. After practicing of a couple of months or after learning of a bicycle perfect, we doesn't forget about the patterns how we are hold earlier. But what exactly happened earlier in the conscious mind, it has a same kind of grip holding and balancing. These conscious mind patterns will transform into the subconscious mind, identify the environment and all the things, and it has a playback mechanism in the subconscious mind. Each and everything it will playbacks what was the first thing. Each and every thing how we are observer, like a double slit experiment, the observer observes two different kind of things as in a particle behavior and a waveform. The two things which is happened in the double slit experiment, it has the same thing in our sub patterns, observer things, playback mechanism in our subconscious mind. That's the reason the subconscious mind will becomes and throw the directions and all things what exactly the requirement at the right time for the right purpose and the right thing. And it will manufacture the new ideas and new thoughts exactly what kind of purpose we require for entering having a goal or a kind of activity what we require. We generate new ideas and a new kind of transformation. It will help in the subconscious mind. This is the main reason need to have a playback record in the subconscious mind. Are you able to understand what I am trying to explain? Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Please help me in the chat box, please. Anyone? Thanks, sir.
Sir, we are,
Sir.
I'm not clear exactly double